ladies. So I wanted to talk about what it means when bad things keep happening to you. And sometimes you may find yourself in a situation where you feel like you're at your wit's end, like one thing after the other keeps happening. Doors keep closing, people keep walking out, and you feel as if, like, what the heck? Like, where am I going wrong? Like, what's happening? This message is not gonna resonate with everyone. This message is not for everyone. And I'm also not referring to people who experience loss or lack due to their own choices, okay? If you know that you keep making bad choices, you choose to not have boundaries, you choose to keep entertaining people who are not good for you, lack discipline, motivation, whatever, then this message doesn't apply to you, okay? Like, you know what to do, go and do the inner work. I'm talking to those people where you are trying your absolute best. You are doing what is required of you. You show up day in and day out, or at least you think that you are, but you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. Sometimes things will happen all at once, all of these negative experiences, and you feel like the world is crashing in on you. When that happens, that is divine alignment telling you to move and readjust. And this is a good sign and oftentimes a reward, because God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is letting you know and is rewarding you for your effort. You are making the effort to move. You are making the effort to make things happen for yourself. And so you are getting that compass, that guidance to say, okay, I see what you're doing, but you're on the wrong path. This path that you're taking here on the left is not for you. You need to go back, or you need to go right. All right. So when you see people walking out, when you see things getting delayed, sometimes it is an opportunity for you to stop and re-navigate and readjust. And honestly, in life, it is necessary, I've found, to go through these readjustment, recalibrating stages as a way to prevent you from getting stuck, and as a way to prevent you from sticking around things and people that are toxic. Memberships are now live on this channel. Click the link in the description box to sign up to receive access to exclusive content and perks. And this is important because sometimes we can't see that we're in trouble until it's too late, or until we've hit rock bottom and we literally have had enough. And so when this happens, and when I say in trouble, I'm not even like talking about like extreme cases. Sometimes it's just that, like, okay, I've been doing all this great work, I've been achieving great things, and now I've plateaued. I'm talking about like the rough spots in general. But when this happens and you've kind of like hit rock bottom, or you've kind of hit a plateau, or whatever, what have you, it's good, because now you have the container for more and better, because life has made you empty, and now is the right time for you to get to the next level, to receive more so that you can fill your cup again. And sometimes you get the messaging, or people will try to warn you, and kind of things will try to happen, and you didn't take heed because you were too full to heed the warnings. And sometimes you're too full of contrary thoughts and beliefs. So if someone tells you, hey, actually, you should go this way, because you hold so strong to maybe your faith or just the way that you were brought up, if someone tells you the opposite, it's like, what are you talking about? Like, this is all I know. And so like, it's near impossible for you to understand where you're coming from until life takes you through those experiences for you to be like, okay, yeah, now I understand. And oftentimes that will also come with resistance, stubbornness, as well as fear, because sometimes we know that it's true that we should be somewhere else in life, or maybe we should it's an invitation to try something new. But because we've never seen it done before, maybe you were the first in your family to go away to college, or you were the first person in your family to buy a house, and you're like, I have literally nowhere to start. Like, I know that I have the money for a down payment. I know that I'm qualified to get a mortgage, but like, I don't know where to start. Whereas to someone else, it's like, oh, that's easy. Like, you go to the bank, you get a pre-approval, you go with your agent to go look at properties, and then you pick something that is in your budget. But if your container, your mind, is full of other things from past experiences, your other lived experiences, then obviously someone else trying to impart their wisdom and their knowledge from their own lived experience is not going to resonate with you, because you're on two different paths, and that's okay. So now that you're empty, not only do you have the container or space to heal, but it now gives you the opportunity and will make you more willing to accept warnings and to accept the instructions that you need for change and growth to occur, because you have nothing to lose now. And again, when I say this, I'm not talking only about people who have actually like hit rock bottom and like you have nothing and you're starting from the ground up. Sometimes you could be at the height of your career and then you plateau and you're like, well, dang, like I have a really good job, but I don't know where else to go here. Like I'm pretty young in my career. Like, is this all that life has to offer me? And then you kind of feel empty because it's like, I don't know, like what else is in store for me? Like, does that mean I have to stay here for the rest of my life? Does that mean I have to go backwards? So yeah, hitting rock bottom, so to speak, in this context can vary. And a lot of times when you have these experiences where you kind of plateau or you need to build up again or you need to build from scratch, it means that you've already lost everything. So you've lost like your sense of self, your identity, your beauty. A lot of women get into situations, especially with a man, where you had no business being with that man and he literally sucked your life force out of you to the point that like you look like a shell of yourself. Like there's a trend on TikTok where women will show what they looked like when they were in a relationship versus what they look like presently as a single person. And obviously that doesn't apply to every woman in a relationship, don't get me wrong, but there is a good chunk of women, especially in the Black community. I didn't say only in the Black community, but particularly in the Black community, a lot of Black women find themselves becoming a shell of themselves or losing their beauty because they are using that energy that could go towards cultivating their beauty to be in a relationship with a man or to single-handedly take care of their family. And one of the talking points that I hear in the community is that, if you focus on your beauty, you're just being vain. There's more to life than vanity. And, you know, you should feel honored to have to be able to take care of your family. And beauty, that doesn't matter. As you get older, you should accept the fact that you're going to lose your beauty. And I find that that is a talking point that, yes, it exists in other communities. You'll hear women from all walks of life kind of share the same sentiment. But this is especially, you're more likely to hear this talking point and this rhetoric push towards Black women and Black women accepting it compared to other communities, where other communities of women, they tend to have more support from their communities, or they tend to be more likely to walk away from things that no longer serve them. They go through the situation, they learn the lesson, then they're like, I'm not going to put myself through this burden anymore. I can have it all. I may have to make sacrifices here or there, and maybe the sacrifice is choosing not to be with a man who is a burden, a man who is also not operating at his full potential and refuses to live at his full potential. He would much rather siphon my energy and benefit from that. Like, no, I'm going to walk away and I'm going to do what I need to do. And I need to see more Black women, just as an aside, doing that, having the boldness to walk away from situations that is draining to them, whether it's family, whether it's taking care of your grown child's children, or helping out your cousin with her umpteen kids, or being a part of that toxic church that tells you not to have any boundaries for the glory of God. Like, that is a lie. Do not let these people deceive and manipulate you. And once you start to get rid of these things that siphon your energy, get rid of the things that keep allowing bad things to happen to you, then you're going to find that you've emptied yourself of that baggage, and now you have the space in the container to receive and accept goodness and abundance. Goodness and abundance will never coexist with dysfunction, ever. If you ever look at people who do well for themselves, not to say that they don't run into problems from time to time, like, you know, human beings, we're not perfect. We're going to come upon challenges in life. Like, it just is what it is. But those people tend to have less challenges. And when they do, they tend to have a way where they deal with these situations a lot quicker and a lot easier. They get over it really quickly, easy, and they move on. Whereas there are some people where it's just issue upon issue. They always have financial issues. They always have relationship issues. They always have health issues. It's always something. It's never a little sprinkle of both. And so some of you, you're not depressed because like life sucks and you just want to end it all. Some of you are depressed because you know that you've lost something valuable, whether it's your sense of self, your identity, your beauty, your money, peace of mind. And naturally, you are trying to gain it back. So now is the time to gain it back. The fact that you are hearing this message now and it resonates with a part of you, even if you try to resist it or refute it, means that you are ready. You just have to be willing to do the work to see it come to pass. And sometimes this looks like moving away, starting a new job, letting relationships fall away, even if it hurts, doing hard things that will benefit you long term. Also, even if that means that you are met with pushback and resistance. Sometimes people feed off of and they depend upon us not having any boundaries and us not seeing our worth so that they can benefit from that. Because in the moment that you realize, oh, you mean I'm in school and I don't have to pay the black tax anymore? That actually it's not my responsibility to help you pay your bills as a grown woman? Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that and save my money and focus on my education so that I can have a good future. Have boundaries, keep quiet about your situation, especially your struggles. I've spoken about it in the past. Most people don't give a damn about what you're going through. As a matter of fact, some people relish in your pain. They want to hear about you struggling. They want to hear about your downfall so that they can feel good about themselves and feel better. Keep your issues to yourself, okay? You can journal about it. You can tell ChatGPT about it. And ChatGPT can give you some advice on what to do and validate your feelings. You can tell your therapist. But do not tell people your issues hoping and thinking that they're going to validate you and feel sorry for you. Especially on the surface, they may say, "Oh, girl, I got your back. I'm always here for you." But after a while, especially if you really are just dumping and piling it on, people are going to get tired of it and be like, "Oh my gosh, here she comes again with her issues." Doesn't anything good ever happen in her life? Not only is it an honor to you, but you're also honoring and respecting those who actually truly mean well for you by acknowledging that they themselves also have their own thing going on. And it is a burden and cumbersome to keep on hearing you complain about the same thing over and over again. Lock in and use this energy to get to the next level. It's during these trying times that you literally end up coming out like pure gold, because the heat of life, so to speak, and pressure will refine you. If you take this opportunity to go through your struggles and learn the lessons and apply the lessons to course correct, it will refine you. It will make you a better, smarter, better looking person. And one thing that I like to do when I find myself in these periods of growth and refinement, I take this as a sign and an opportunity to lock in and literally revamp and rebrand myself. So that may look like, instead of me focusing on one or two things. So let's say that your main focus is trying to, things are not going well at work, so your main focus is trying to get a new job. Not only am I going to focus on doing the things that I need to do to get a new job, so working on my resume, maybe working with a career coach, strategically applying for jobs, I also use that as an opportunity to refine my image. I make sure that I only wear colors that flatter my color analysis. I make sure that I'm only wearing hairstyles that look good on me. I'm making sure that I'm losing weight so that when I come out of this, not only do I feel good about the situation, the main situation working out, but it's boom, on top of that, you mean that I'm 10 pounds slimmer and I have an amazing body to go with that. My colors look good. So when I enter this new environment, it's whoa, who is this person? Who is this force of nature? That is an opportunity to use that energy to literally make you stronger. Think of it as when athletes go away during the off season and they just go ghost. You're wondering, oh, I wonder what that person's up to. What are they doing? Yeah, they're in the back making sure that they're keeping their body strong so that when it's time to be in the on season again, they're able to perform at optimal performance and make sure that they get paid for it. Again, I know that this message may be unclear to some, but for those who it resonates with, I hope that this gives you the guidance that you're looking for. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.